Welcome back, everyone. This video is going to be totally jam-packed with drama. So, for a little recap, we have Anya and Estevan, who are a married couple, and their daughters, Harper and Zoe. Estevan is currently having an affair with Justina, who is another alien, and they have tried for a baby. So, things are not going so well. Not that Anya has any clue that any of this is going on, and both Harper and Zoe are too young to really understand or say anything. So the money trees are pretty grown. And I think we get money from them. I'm really cannot confirm this. I have no idea how the money trees work. And also one of them seems to just disappear here. It became little again, and I don't know why. And we didn't get any money, so I don't really know what happened there. We're just going to pretend that it's fine. We're taking, I actually ended up hiring a gardener to take care of the money trees because we are not doing a good job with them. Also, I probably should renovate the house again soon, but I don't know. Toddlers. I really don't like toddlers. But I do have some idea for children's areas, so that's good. Um, So yeah, Zoe, little blonde Zoe, is a new addition to the family, which is very exciting. Who knows where the blonde hair came from? I mean, if she didn't have blue skin, I guess we wouldn't have assumed she was Estevan's, but that's okay. No, Anya is not the cheater in this situation. But yeah, we have two toddlers right now, which is a big, big mess. But luckily, it is almost Harper's birthday. And Anya is just living her life. And Estevan is going to make a birthday cake for Harper. And Anya is working towards her aspiration of a level 10 astronaut. And that is really the only thing she has left to work on. I mean, we can be working on her aspiration as well when she goes on hikes and stuff, but I'm not really too concerned about that. So, um, well, Anya is at work because Estevan's aspiration has to do with throwing parties. We throw a birthday party for Harper, and he baked her a cake for that party. And we are setting the party up right now. I was going to wait until Anya came home, but she doesn't come home until 4, so that was way too long. So he invited everyone he knew, even people who don't like him. And they are just going to have it over the house. I probably shouldn't have hired a caterer because then they just keep baking cakes, more and more cakes all over the place. And that's how your Sims get fat, which is fine, but I don't even feed them anything in the first place. I just use cheats to keep them happy. So, um, yeah, so we're waiting for the guests to arrive in order to actually have the birthday party. You can see it takes them a little while. Even for different social events, it still takes them some time. But this lady's really enjoying the stereo. And he does need a silver on the parties. I mean, he can host 3 parties, and then also he wants to be able to get silver on 3 parties. But that's, you know. So, Harper, now a child. And look who came to the party, Justina, who is very pregnant. And that is with Estevan's baby, if you'll recall. So that is a really awkward situation for everyone to be in. And I mean, he doesn't even care. Like, he'll flirt with his mistress in front of everybody that he knows. It doesn't bother him. But what he wants is to get silver on this event. So he is having people listen to music and also play games. It was actually really hard to get them to listen to music all at the same time. But we ended up getting that. And of course, there's no bar in this house. So they couldn't have drinks or make toasts. So just ended up being a bunch of people who don't really know each other. And um, of course, Harper and Zoe were fighting. So they have hurt sentiments towards each other, which is a big pain. So he's like, okay, forget this party. We're not going to get to Silver. Let me just flirt with Justina, touch her belly, um, you know, think about their baby. He's going to have 3 kids now. And Anya is still at work. She was at work and he decided to have a birthday party for their daughter without even telling her. So there are more problems to this relationship than just the infidelity, but obviously that is a major part of it. So, you know, he's really happy, even though he only got a bronze on that party. But now everyone is leaving, which is good. Harper probably hated every moment of that party because she's fighting with her sister and she doesn't know any of these people. Probably would have been better if she had like some school friends or something, but luckily Teresa showed up at the last minute after everyone was gone because she has a key. And Anya is still at work. So Harper is just going to enjoy herself dancing in the stereo. And then Anya comes home and she's like, what happened? Big question mark. What is going on here? Why are these people in my house? Why is there so much cake? And then Estevan goes to talk to Teresa and she's really sad and he decides to make it worse by being mean to her. He knows that she's Anya's best friend and he doesn't like her and she doesn't like him because she has a feeling that he's not a good guy. But there's nothing she can do about it because Anya is in love. She chose him. And so Teresa just kind of has to, bite her tongue. And, you have to wait for people to realize things on their own sometimes. But of course, Teresa doesn't actually know the extent of what's going on. She doesn't know that he is with Justina or that she's pregnant with his child. And actually, no one in this family really has any clue as of right now. And I just wanted to change Anya back into her regular clothes. But Esteban is right out on the front step with Justina. And so, Anya's starting to get a little suspicious. She's like, what are you guys doing out here by yourselves? And so she walks outside and gets abducted by aliens. So she misses the part where he is woohooing with his mistress in their bed because she's been abducted by aliens. I mean, I guess now the aliens, instead of being like, no, man, don't do it, they're covering for him. So that is awkward. But still, since everyone else was in this other room, they really don't have an idea of what's going on. And the shadows are really boxy. Interesting. But yeah, so Anya comes back from the aliens. And Esteban is just like not even subtle at all. He's like, you know what? I don't actually care if I get caught. I'm not really concerned either way. And Anya's like, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on over here? But she hasn't really caught on yet, despite it kind of happening right in front of her face. She's a little in denial, I guess. She has just caught on, but she thinks he was just being flirty. And so he's reassuring her, no, like, I love you. That was just a misunderstanding. And so, he's gotten away with it sort of for now. I mean, she's still mad that he was flirty, but um, she doesn't quite get it. So he has to admit, because he's been kind of caught with Justina, that she's pregnant with his baby. And Anya is not happy about it. She's mad. And they are, losing love fast here. And he said, she's pregnant with my baby. It was a mistake. I still love you. I still want to be married to you. But can she live here because she's got nowhere to go and, it's my baby. And so Anya's kind of in a tough spot. And they just somehow got $200,000. And I don't know if it's from the money trees because they're kind of gone now and it must be. Really not sure how that works. But we just got 200,000 simoleons. And so Anya feels kind of bad for Justina, and she feels caught in a bad place where she, you know, feels like she can't say no. It's Estevan's baby. She doesn't want the baby to be homeless. She doesn't want Justina to be homeless because she, thought Justina was nice enough. Of course, she's mad. She's mad at both of them because, Justina isn't quite the worst person in this situation, but she knew that Esteban was married. So that still doesn't make her a nice person. Obviously, Esteban is the worst here, but he reassures Anya. He says, you know what, we're married. I made a commitment to you. I still love you. And he, butters her up a little bit and says that, this isn't going to change anything for us. And they woohoo in the rocket ship like old times as Justina continues to put food out on that table. Um, and we schedule a maid because I can't handle that, and we have so much extra money that it's okay. But Justina has to work. Anya says, look, if she's going to stay here, she needs to pull her weight, and so she gets a job in the culinary career. And Anya is thinking, you know what, maybe this will work. Maybe this can work out. Maybe we'll make it through this. It's just, a hard time in our lives, and we'll get through it. He's the father of her children. She wants to make it work. He's good with Zoe. He's good with Harper. And, she's just trying to, I guess, see the best in a bad situation. So she's just kind of really stressed out right now and doesn't really know whether she's doing the right thing by staying with him, whether they can really make it through this. So she goes to the hot spring with Teresa, and she's so angry. She just needs to relax in the hot spring. So they go in there, and she's just so angry, and she doesn't even know what to do with herself, and she just doesn't feel good. She just doesn't know what the right thing to do is, and so she needs some girl time. She needs to talk to Teresa and vent and figure out what she's going to do, even though Teresa seems to be constantly sad about something. And, she's going to make a new friend here because she needs more friends, but really just kind of vent to Teresa and say, you know, here's what's going on in my family right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know if this is the right choice. I don't really want Justina in my house pregnant with my husband's baby, but I don't want to throw them out onto the street either. So she's really in a tough spot, and she needs her friend to give her advice. And Justina's like, wow, okay, you know, do you really think that you can get through this? Do you think that he means it when he says that he's sorry, that it was a one-time thing, that um, do you think you can trust him in the future? And so she just really needs to think about it, whether or not she believes him, whether or not she believes that they can make it through this. Very drama. That's what happens when your Sims are too happy. You just want to destroy their lives. I don't know what kind of person that makes me, but this is much more interesting than them doing nothing. And so here it is. They're home. There's now 5 of them plus the future baby. And it's a lot of people in this house that I've only put one actual bedroom in. That's going to have to be fixed in the next go around. But he's, thinks he can have his cake and eat it too. He doesn't see Anya coming around the corner there. And she catches him with her again. And she slaps him and she goes, "You know what? You said that it was one time. You said that it didn't mean anything, that it wasn't going to happen again, and you're a liar." And she really, thinks this isn't going to work because I can't trust him. I know he didn't mean what he said. She's still seeing them flirting with each other, even though she just caught him, and he doesn't even care. He doesn't even care. And that is kind of, what she's realized is the problem in their relationship. She's so angry, and he doesn't even care. Look at him. He's so confident. He feels good, even though he just got caught cheating on his wife, and she's the angry one. And so she's yelling at him. She's throwing drinks in his face. She's just so mad. She doesn't even know what to do with herself, and she wants to yell at him outside because she doesn't want to yell at him in front of the kids. You can see the kids in the living room there. And of course, Justina's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. You said you were, going to be with me and that we were only living with her because of the kids." And so everyone's a little mad right now. And so the girls kind of walk off, but he realizes he's totally screwed up with Anya. I mean, they're way negative romance. So he goes to Justina and he says, "You know what? It is you. I just didn't want to admit it to her because I felt bad, blah, blah, blah. Excuses, BS, BS." And she falls for it. Or maybe she doesn't care because, she's an evil sim too. So maybe she's like, "You know what? Who cares about that wife of yours because we're together. This is our bed now." And that's too bad. Maybe she doesn't care. But Anya is like, "You know what? I've had enough. I am done with you. I am done with your mistress. I am done with your baby. And we're through." And she divorces him. She says, "We're done." Even with their kids in the room, she says, "I've had enough. I'm not going to be treated this way. And I'm not going to let you do this to me." Just as Justina goes into labor. So Justina is having the baby. And right now in the house is 6 Sims. So Justina has the baby, and I don't even remember the baby's name because I automatically generated it right here. Sean. So Sean is born, and Anya is just trying to put on a smile for the kids. Estevan is still, being an okay father, and so there's the new baby in the house, and so we age it up, and it is a full alien baby, and he's a boy. So, you know, the Clarke family only seems to be able to have girls right now, but here is a boy alien baby for Estevan, and not like a half alien baby like the children that he has with Anya. And he then, while Anya is at work, proposes to Justina. Says, "You know what? It's you and me. I'm done with her. We're done. She broke up with me. But, we're together now and we have a child and we should be married." it's kind of the same thing that happened with Anya. So, Justina, I'd watch your back here because he got Anya pregnant and then married her. And now he's doing the same thing with you. But he, is getting away with it. And so he, is going to start a wedding event. He's ready to get married to her. He invites everyone he knows, including people who are Anya's friends, like Teresa. They're going to have it at their house and, hire a caterer and everything. He doesn't even take Harper out of school for the day. And Justina skips work. And he invites all these people over to their house. I mean, Anya has no idea he even proposed. Never mind, he's getting married while she's at work. It's just another instance of him doing things behind her back. And I know he's in a tux and he's about to get married, but I have him handle the money trees because I'm more concerned with money trees than I am with him. I think that's where the 200,000 simoleons came from, but I couldn't find a notification when I rewatched the footage. I have no idea what happened. It was right when we moved in Justina and she came over with 20,000 and then it said plus 20,000 and then it said plus 200,000. So I really don't have a clue what happened there. Anyway, so they are getting married right now. And of course, he continues to want silver event parties. So there's that. So people start to come over. Nobody sits on the benches I put out for them, but that's okay because these two people don't really deserve any praise after everything. So he just continues to do things for the event, thank guests for coming, slice the cake, kiss the bride. So they do those things. He's going for the cake right now to put the topper on it. And, little tornado feet every time they enter and exit a building. They give a little smooch. They're both having a great time. They're very flirty, very happy, even though she's skipping work. And Anya is still at work. All these people came over, even people that know them, that know Anya, that came to Harper's birthday party and saw the debacle that is this family. And yeah, he's just enjoying his time with his new wife. They get into bed together immediately, even while the wedding party is still going on. But he does get a silver for this event. And they are trying for another baby, even after the household already has 6 Sims in it. And she is not pregnant, so they try again immediately. As Anya is coming home from work and is still very sad over the divorce and everything that happened. And she comes home and she finds out that there's this party happening that's just ending. And all the people that they know are there. All these people that know about what's going on with, with their relationship and what happened. And she's humiliated. She is so upset that this is happening and that this happened and all these people saw it. And she's just, she's done. Her rage has hit the boiling point and she is so angry. She is so angry at Estevan and at Justina and for everything that happened. And she kept giving them all the benefit of the doubt and, letting them live in her house, which she built. And she's so angry. And she's like, you know what? I am so mad. I'm done. I want your key back. Like, I don't want you to live here. I don't want you to be here. Hand over the key. Get out of my house. You're done. And she's just not having it. She's angry. She doesn't care anymore. She's like, that's too bad. You can support your own family. I'm not going to continue to support you after everything you've done to me. And she kicks them out with not a dollar to their name. And also, Justina is pregnant. So, Estevan, his new wife, their child, his pregnant new wife, um, are all kicked to the curb. And Anya's like, you know what? I don't even care anymore because you deserve everything that happens to you. And she calls over Teresa and she's like, you know what? I just need a friend right now. I just kicked them out. My kids are sad. Everything is horrible. My life has totally fallen apart. I thought that it was going to be different. And so Teresa comes over and she basically is like, Teresa, you've been such a good friend. Can you please stay here for a while just to help me out? I can't do this on my own. And while you're at it, I'm going to steal all your household funds. um, and I do take this chance to find out what the deal was with Teresa's family. Remember, we went to visit that one time and there was the baby. It was very strange. Also, I don't know why, though, it doesn't show their relationships in Teresa's relationship panel. Also, this was taking 5 million years to load. But yeah, I couldn't figure out, I don't know why it wasn't listed, but when we are able to click on the genealogy right here in 2 seconds, we see that I was right, it is her sister and her brother-in-law and their kids. And it actually was really interesting because they have a lot of half siblings, like a lot. There's like 6 kids here, so I guess that family is quite complicated as well. So I got distracted by all of that and forgot to film an outro. So here is an updated family tree. I don't add the pictures until they're adults, but here it is for now. And I will catch you guys next time.